This is Walter Pierce Park in Adams Morgan. It borders the back end of the National Zoo, in particular the place where the zoo hauls its trash to these 7 dumpsters. The zoo plans to turn the trash site into a 4,000 square foot mulching station. Neighbors like Eddie Becker say the uncovered dumpsters have brought rats to the park, among other things.
Ultimately, it's a really a kind of a racist approach to the neighborhood. They see this place as being a lower income, that we won't object, that somehow we're used to seeing trash. They're not going to locate this on the other side, on the Connecticut Avenue side. This is where they put it, and they're really surprised that the community would be up in arms.
The community is also up in arms about this national landmark just up the hill, Holt House. It's 200 years old and was the home of zoo offices for 100 years. Now it's a construction storage site. Its grounds are littered with trash.
The zoo is very successful, and it's run out of parking space, so it takes its construction gear or discarded items and it stores it up here, and this is what the future will be for this part of the zoo.
The zoo's assistant director for facilities and construction met with neighbors to hear their concerns.
It's insulting when you say a small operation, and then I look at this thing and I'm like, by God, that's not small.
There's also a possibility the trash site is on top of either a Quaker or a slave cemetery.
The zoo tries pretty hard to be a very good neighbor. Federal funding cutbacks have made a huge impact on the zoo.
Right now, there are no plans to renovate Holt House or to clean up the construction material around it. The zoo promises to take neighbors' concerns into consideration, and neighbors promise to stay on top of the zoo. In Northwest, Marianne Worley, News Channel 8.